My name is Michael Hagan, and today here at Carrollton Christian Fellowship, our daily Bible reading comes from 2 Samuel chapter 19 and chapter 20. And if we remember in 2 Samuel chapters 18, we see Absalom's rebellion against David and causing and starting a military coup, and then the battle that then ensues from after that. And so the daily Bible devotional today is and comes from the beginning of 2 Samuel chapter 19. And so with that, what we see there in 2 Samuel chapter 19, those beginning verses, is we see that Joab, that the commander and that an assistant in the military for David, he comes to David and he encourages him and he corrects him and says, hey, David, you need to not hold your head down. You need to not present to the people through your body language and through your mourning that what has happened is an evil thing and what has happened is bad, because the people, those within Israel, are starting to believe that what they did to remove sin from amongst them is wrong. And so we need to be careful how our body language is and how we present the things that are not of the Lord that are removed from our lives. So anytime we have something that the Lord removes from our life, anytime there's any kind of correction, we need to be careful that we do not communicate through our actions, through our words, or through our body language, that was something that was so horrible to be removed. Why? Because that's something that would distract us from proper worship and from going before the Lord. And that's exactly what Absalom was doing. He was bringing in things into the nation that were not of God and distracting the people from proper worship and from calling out to the Lord. And so Joab corrects David and says, you need to not communicate this. This is wrong. Do not do this. You need to immediately change so that their hearts do not start to question and doubt who God is and the righteousness that he is. We also see that, if you remember, from Leviticus chapter 10 with Nadab, Abihu, and with Aaron. And so I encourage you even to go back and read that and see how Moses had encouraged Aaron not to mourn publicly and not to show to the people while he was doing, because he had still that first offering, those first sacrifices, that first rejoicing of who God is and who he is and the righteousness of who he is and what he demands, not to present that God's righteousness is wrong, but because God desires that we properly worship him so that we properly can know who he is, so that we can properly come to a saving knowledge of our salvation through Jesus Christ. And so that is God's heart in everything, is to make sure that we properly respond and properly express to others what it is and what it means to truly have things that are unrighteous or things that distract us from the Lord, what it is to have those things removed. So take care, have a blessed one, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.